Hi guys, Miss Hallett here. Today is Wednesday and we are going to practice with line plots. We're going to practice answering questions and we're also going to practice making one. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so practice, practice, practice. We know that the more we practice, the better we get. So let's see the materials that we are going to need. You're going to need your big math workbook. We're going to be working out of pages 98 through 100. You're also going to need your pencil and ruler. Press pause, go get those things, and come right back. Awesome. So I want to let you know as I read through your directions, you can press pause and do the work and then press continue or press play and continue on with the rest of my video. I'm going to try to go step by step and help you along the way. But since we've done Monday and Tuesday, we've done lots of work with line plots. Hopefully you can do this a lot on your own, but I will be here to read and give a little support along the way. Okay, so make sure you have all your materials. Now let's look here at page 98. First, we're talking about foot findings. Colin measured the length of every teacher's foot to the nearest ½ inch. Here are the data. So if you notice here, you have a line plot that starts with 6 inches and goes all the way up by ½ inches to 13 inches. Okay, so that is your line plot range, 6 to 13. Number 1, how long was the longest foot measurement? Number 2, what was the typical length for all? Now, typical means the most common. So what is the most common length? Number 3, how did you determine the typical length for all feet measured? So how did you come up with that most common length? Number 4, describe 2 things you notice about the data, including where data are spread out or concentrated, where there are few data, and what the range is. Now, if that is confusing to you, I want you to look back at your line plot chart here that you made on Monday so you can see what all these words mean, okay? So on your anchor chart, you have what an outlier is. You have the concentrated area, and you have what the range is. So look back in your notes and see if you can describe 2 things about the data. All right, let's go on to page 99. Reach for the sky. The students in Mr. Burke's class used inches to measure how high they could reach without standing on their tiptoes. Here are their data. So it looks like we have students here, all the students, and then their data is in inches. So for example, this is 59 inches, okay? Now for number 1, it says use the data to make a line plot. All right, so this is where you're gonna need your ruler so you can make a nice straight number line. Remember, the first thing, I'm going back to my notes, the first thing you need to do is find the smallest number, and then you're gonna find the largest number, and then that's gonna be your range. That's what you're gonna make your number line out of. Okay, so find your smallest number and the largest number, and look, you have ½ inches. So it's gonna have to go up by ½ inches. If you need an example, the number line on page 98 also goes up by ½ inches, okay? So that's number 1. Number 2, The students' reaches ranged from blank to blank inches. So this is going to be your smallest number, and this is going to be your biggest number. Okay, so page 100. We're still using that same line plot, reach for the sky. Okay, so we're going to describe 2 things you notice about the data, including where data are spread out or are concentrated, where there are few data, and whether there are any outliers. Okay, then you're going to describe your data right here on the lines below. Here's your ongoing review. You're going to solve the equation. Choose the missing value. 49 divided by blank equals 7. Okay, then you're going to take your pictures. Take pictures of all 3 pages. Make sure that we can really see your work. Okay? Make sure we can really see your work. All right, guys, if you need any help, please ask questions, and I'll see you soon.